Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at the Crane M3 and I just wanted to show you a few of the locks. Okay, so on this motor is the tilt access and I'm going to do my best to get this in camera and get a good shot at it so that we can demonstrate where it is. So if you see this little lock icon, let me get it right in frame here. This is the lock on there, and to unlock it you just simply push it over like that, and that allows it to swing freely. And to lock it back, you just push it back, and as soon as those two lines line up, the white dot and the white line, it is locked. So now we are going to look at the roll axis. So this is the roll axis motor, and the lock is upside down on the bottom. So it's going to be a little tricky to get into frame here. There it is right there. And let me see, right there it is. But the slider is on the a little tricky to get in shot here. It's right there, but to get it in focus, okay, you have to slide it right here, and that unlocks it. Right like that. So to lock it, you slide it back, and it goes into position here, and when these line up, it is locked. So that is the roll axis motor, and now, so this lock on the pan motor, get a good lighting on there, slides over like that, and then that frees up the pan. And then clicks back into place when you want to travel with it. It looks premium in white. That's the word I'm looking for. It looks premium in the white. The build is very nice. Of course, I don't have the extra module for the Bluetooth module because I bought this on sale for $250. And I think for $250, I think it was one nice buy. I really do. Now, let me turn this thing on. And I wanted to show you in the menu. Now it's beeping because it's locked and it's not happy. It automatically checks the motors, and if it can't rotate the motors, it'll automatically disconnect itself from the motors, which is a fail-safe. So I wanted to show you into the settings. You go into the settings here and scroll down, power output. You put this in the open selection, and that will allow power to flow through the USB cable into your camera, which is really nice, or your phone, depending on what you're shooting with. Then you don't have to keep taking your camera off of the gimbal to change the battery, which is a very nice feature. So when you turn this to the open position, that will power up this USB port right here. Now this USB port, Crane has supplied you with a cable. Now this Zhiyun branded cable has a USB-C on one side and USB-C on the other side. And it is the correct link to go from your camera to this port that's on the gimbal right here. And that is a nice feature because then you can supply battery power to your camera and you don't have to keep changing the batteries all the time. Now, when I first started using it, I'm like, oh man, I got to take the camera off, change the battery, rebalance it, which doesn't take very long. You're only going to have to rebalance one axis. All in all, I didn't have to take the camera off at all. All I needed to do was power up this menu and then power up this USB port through the menu. Now, there is no control of the camera through that USB port as of yet. I looked for a firmware update, and as of yesterday, there was no firmware update. And I do like that the M3 illumination is a nice little touch. I mean, is it needed? No, it's not needed, but it is a nice premium feature. All in all, this is a very solid feeling gimbal. It is strong. The motors are strong. The build quality is awesome for the price I paid. Now, you know, it's normally over $300, but I got it for $250. Brand new, in the box, sealed container, off of Amazon. And for $250, I don't think you can do better than that. If you do better than that, you are really doing good. To have this Crane M3 to go with the ZVE10 is a must in my case, so that I can get steady video, because I was getting very shaky video. Because I am used to a camera, this GX85, that has full in-body stabilization. And when you move this camera, it moves smooth. But when you move the ZVE10, the videos are very jerky, unless you're very, very smooth, and I'm not smooth. I became aware immediately that I was going to need a gimbal. I started searching for gimbals, looking for good prices, looking for good quality. And I ended up with this Crane M3 because it was needed in my case. Now, I didn't have a lot of money to spend, so when I was looking at the Mini, the DJI Mini, RS3 Mini, I didn't have the 369 to 379 price point. I like some of the features on that unit, but for $250, this is what I chose. And this is something that is really come in handy. I'm still getting used to it, because I was shooting on my phone and shooting with the DJI Osmo OM4, and this is a great unit also. But I wanted to move up to a real camera, per se a real camera. Phones are really hard to beat nowadays, and the S22 Ultra is really hard to beat. And I have yet to really get the best out of the ZVE10, and I won't get the best out of that until I get some prime lenses. That is the other downside of going to a camera. Then you need good lenses to go with it, versus your phone is an all-in-one absolute monster. So guys, there you have it. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.